I am Varun Kumar from Delhi and I am a practicing advocate in Delhi High Court. So the topic of today's webinar is biopolitics. It's an interdisciplinary topic. I know some of you not familiar with this topic. Wait, there is a disturbance from my side. Varun, there is no audio. No, I can't hear your audio part.
Hello. So audios of other participant on mute. Only you and I can speak.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Am I audible to other participants also?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay. So first of all, today's World Environment Day, I would like to make an appeal. Please make an effort for clean, to make an effort for clean environment and use resources sustainably so it's available to the future generation and present generation also. So the theme of today's webinar is biopolitics. It is an interdisciplinary approach to study the particular subject. For example, if some of you are from law background, there's an audio from participant side.
Sir, I am locking the meeting now. No one can join.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So the topic of this webinar is an interdisciplinary one. So if some of you come from political science background, or we can say law background or sociology background, after understanding this concept, you can apply in the respective fields. So let's start with participant, what they say when they see biopolitics. So I'm waiting for their comments in the chat section, what they think when the terms come biopolitics.
So there is one comment from Manish, sir.
Okay.
Explain in simple language. Then from Senthil, politics based on biology like coronavirus, locust attack, etc.
Okay. But it's not visible on my screen.
Yes. Can you see this chat section, chat option on your control?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
please click here.
Okay, now it's visible.
Yes.
Okay, politics based on biology like coronavirus. Who said this is Senthil? Okay, Jen said, okay. So PM care is a different matter. This is not a part of biopolitics. Oh, Manu, can you share the PPT on screen? Second slide.
Yes, sir.
Now it's a question to participant. See the picture on slide, on the second slide. What comes to your mind when you see this picture? This is a perfect example of biopolitics. You can send your responses in chat box.
So there's no latest comment in chat box.
Okay. Migrant and refugee suffering. Okay. From Harsh Garg, this incapable by mind or some mind illness. Okay. So biopolitics is something, if I can explain in a simple term, it is an intersectional studies of two fields, that is biology. First is human biology and second is politics. So the whole concept of biopolitics revolve around, for example, there is a concentric circle, and in that circle, in middle, there is a human, and the around this circle is a politics. So what political, so what biopolitics deal is the various political processes like biopolitical governance, state legislation for sovereign power, which regulate the human body. Although this concept is relevant when it was founded, and it has a lot of relevance in current scenario also in recent of COVID-19. One second slide, please. So the concept of biopolitics is coined by the famous philosopher named Michel Foucault. And if you don't know who is Michel Foucault, let me give you a brief introduction about Michel Foucault. Michel Foucault was a French philosopher and historian who is associated with structuralist and post-structuralist movement in France. And he's famous for his philosophy and bringing a lot of social reforms. So, in simple terms, biopolitics, as you see on the intersection of two purpose of this presentation. So, for the purpose of this presentation, I divided the first is understanding what is biopolitics. Second, we can see the implications of biopolitics in Indian democracy. So let me give you an example of biopolitics with the recent one. For example, when someone person is detected with corona, then I am denote human as a subject here because Michel Foucault in his study denote human as a subject. So the subject which detected as a coronavirus patient, now the body is in control of sovereign power, and here sovereign power is a state. So the life and death is decided by sovereign itself. Next slide, please. Next one. So Michel Foucault, in his famous book, The Birth of Biopolitics, relate this concept with biopower. So biopower is something which give a broader understanding what we call biopolitics. So biopower is something that state uses to control the processes of life. For example, if you remember the emergency time or if you remember the Congress era, so there's a policy from the Congress leader, prominent Congress leader, Sanjay Gandhi, it's Nasbandi. So there's a wonderful study by Emma Tarlow. If someone is interested to further go with this topic in their research work, or if someone want to pursue higher studies, interdisciplinary study, must read Emma Tarlow article on emergency. So the whole article revolve around a colony in Delhi named Welcome Colony. So government introduced a policy of Nasbandi and give incentives who participate in this Nasbandi program. So there are two types of incentives. First one who is voluntary participate in Nasbandi. So there is a reward for a plot scheme or a financial incentive. Other who are not voluntary participate, then they forcefully by hook or crook participate in this Nasbandi policy by the government. So this incidence from emergency time shows the control of state over human body. Next slide. So I can, for further understanding, I can introduce another concept, that is panopticon by Jeremy Bentham. You're aware about the Jeremy Bentham is famous for his utilitarian theory of pain and pleasure. So Jeremy Bentham gave the concept of panopticon. It's basically a surveillance over prisoners. So let me give you a historical background of how this panopticon came into existence. So if you read the various history about the forms of punishment in ancient times, so the punishment is like slow slicing, execution by animals, or put boiling oil on bodies. So Jeremy Bentham come with an idea of panopticon, and what Michel Foucault in his book Discipline and Punish said should stripe the soul. Next slide, please, Varun. Should stripe the soul rather than body. This is a famous quote from Michel Foucault book. So the idea of panopticon is basically a surveillance over prisoners. As you see in the picture, there's a tower in the middle and there's a building around it. So the beauty of this panopticon prison system is that the guard on the tower see each and every prisoner, but prisoner are not able to see the guard. So there is always a surveillance in the mind of prisoners. One next slide, please. Well, can you play the video so we can understand this panopticon through 3D version? Is it working, Varun?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Should I stop the PPT and start the video? If they
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, so I'm sharing it now, please.
Okay.
No, sir, it's not working.
Not working. Then move to share the slides, please.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Next slide, sir.
Yes, next slide, please.
Oh, okay.
Varun, can we do one thing? Can we share the link of this video among the
Oh,
participants so they can see and we can have, then we have
yeah,
discussion.
yes, sir. If you have the link, you can send it in the chat box also.
Okay. I'm sending to you.
Okay.
Welcome to the but we can later share this link with the participant.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
We can go ahead with slides.
Okay, sir. Now we are on slide number 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So your video is turned off.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
So this panopticon system initially start as a surveillance over prisoners, but now in contemporary times, if you can see this panopticon in relation to the digital surveillance, there is a clear evident example that now government is using and try to normalize this surveillance through various mediums. So let's take the example of Arogya app, which the government recently launched in order to track the record of COVID-19 patient, but there is a severe legality disturbance on part of Arogya app. There is a no legal backing. But can you share the Arogya part, the Indian democracy? Next slide. Next one. This one. Yes. So this particular as app keep to track all other app users that the person came in contact. It gives alert to other who downloaded this app. So This app particularly uses your Bluetooth and your GPS location, which gives you the detail of other COVID-19 and their surrounding population. So what is issue about this app is this is a directive from the government part. So there is no law that give a backing to this Arogya app, and it is also in contravention to the Information Technology Act. I wish I could share this Panopticon video, 3D video, but I later at the end of this webinar, I later share the links. If anyone have doubt or query or want to further contribute, they can mail me. So, Kanwaru, can you move the second slide, the 11th one? So, if you connect this biology concept in Hindu nationalism, there's a famous book by Bhanu Subramaniam that is a holy science, that is biopolitics and Hindutva. So how this biopolitics is inherent part of our culture, especially which divide the communities, which divide the cultures, which divide the whole politics. If you see the Zomato delivery guy case, where a customer refused the delivery because the delivery man was a Muslim. So this bio and there's a whole lot of politics from the politician around this, the Muslim and Hindu part, which show that how politics control our emotions, our ideas, and the notion of free thought and free expression. It's myth when it's come to the power in the hand of state. So there is a lot of cases in Indian scenario. The recent one is in 2015, the case of Muhammad Akhlaq, the cow vigilantism, violence, mob lynching. They are the perfect example of biopolitics. One move the second slide, please. Homosexuality is another example of biopolitics, where all homosexual first establish their sexuality, then state exercise the power, what we call biopower, through biopolitics and start developing biological treatments to eradicate sexualities it deems offensive. So it is state ultimately who decide that who you are. It's about sexuality, it's about your religion, it's about your freedom. Varun, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, oh.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Varun, there is a possibility can we play the video?
Let me check, sir.
Because video is a core part of this webinar.
Sir, if you have the link, can you please WhatsApp me so I can play it on the browser itself? So I will share the browser directly.
Okay, wait.
mentality is a
Will you receive my message? Hello.
Yes, sir. I am ending the PPT and opening the video on browser. Oh, just
Okay.
hello.
Yes, Varun.
Yes, sir. I am playing the video.
Okay. Varun, I think it's not audible.
Yes, sir. Is it not audible?
Yeah.
So please check now.
It's still not audible.
Hello.
Yeah, Varun.
Yes,
The
sir.
video
Is it
is,
still not audible?
yes.
So, sir, we can share it with the attendance later on.
Okay. I think this is the negative part of online education, online
Yes.
webinar. Because these videos are the core part of this webinar.
Just wait. So, like I can play it and you can explain the participant. I think the video is visible to them also.
Okay.
Should I play the video?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this particular video focus on the how biopolitics uh, help the government to control the human and their right to be right of reproduction, especially, or we can say reprocreation. So it's one of the videos not uh, seen on my computer.
So your video is. Can you please turn on your video? Is
Video
it?
which you play.
Should I play it again?
No, we can share the link with participant. I think.
Okay. Okay. So we should move on to the PPT again.
Okay.
Okay.
Start with biology and Hindu nationalism.
This one's.
Yeah. start with questions from participants about this. I'm requesting participant kindly send their questions in chat box. There is no questions.
So I am trying to share the video again.
Okay.
Let me know if you can hear the video or not. Is it audible?
No. I think someone raised hand. Who is this?
So,
Manish Enterprise.
yes, sir. Manish sir wrote and comment, no black man participating in Olympic is also an example of biopolitics.
Yes, Varun, yes, Manish, correct. Yes, biopolitics is also example. The recent George Floyd death is also part of biopolitics. The racism in US. What is the next question, Varun? Digital surveillance.
Okay. So, the digital surveillance affects the right of privacy. Shall we challenge such applications as unconstitutional? This is the question from Senthil.
Yes, we can challenge it constitutionally. The case of Aadhaar validity is a perfect example where the Supreme Court upheld the right to privacy part. And if you, Senthil, and if you relate this case of Arogya with the digital, with Aadhaar, you can see the similarity between both because Aadhaar initially started as a directive from government side where government said it is not compulsory to make Aadhaar, but later on government start compulsoring on all activities, and you see the result when it's challenged in court in the famous case of Justice Puttaswamy versus Union of India, and there is a lot of unconstitutional provisions or mechanisms which government followed in order to create a surveillance state among society. So yes, it's constitutionally challenged. Yes, and these apps are also unconstitutional.
Okay, so there is no latest question. I request from the participants that if anyone want to ask any question or query, please send it in the chat box. So there is no latest question. Yes,
Okay.
there is one question from Munish sir. Is any country in world not following it?
Is any country
Is any country in world not following it?
not following what biopolitics?
Yes, I guess it's biopolitics.
Money's biopolitics is prevail in every society. It's depend upon the state how they carry this biopolitics. So biopolitics has both positive and negative implications. It depends upon the sovereign power, how they exercise it. And this is what Michel Foucault in his book Discipline and Punish argue that it's upon state and it's a state who decide that what constitute a subject. That means what constitute a citizen or what constitute an alien. So the ultimate answer is it's prevail in every society. So this particular webinar or this particular PPT is focusing on the implication of biopolitics in legal terms. So there are lot of lot of understanding with regard to biopolitics. If someone comes from political science background, they can relate with politics. If someone comes from sociology background, they can relate with social patterns or with social theories. If someone come from economic background, they can relate with economics. So this particular concept is interdisciplinary in nature. It's an academic concept which came into existence by combining two or more subjects into one academic discipline. So the case of first one, can we move with
Next slide.
slide number ninth.
Oh, okay. Slide number 9. This one's.
So this particular picture is a perfect example where state use this concept of panopticon through the medium of digital surveillance. You can see the picture. And imagine if this panopticon, which initially started as to create a surveillance over prisoners, imagine if this concept bring into a normal conditions, and if this concept apply in normal cases over citizens. So this creates a serious problem of data privacy or data surveillance or digital surveillance over citizens. Varun, can you put this what's YouTube link on this chat box? Can you share with participant?
Yes, yes. Let me send it. So I shared it in the chat box. If anyone want to ask any question, please ask it. You can also raise your hand and we will unmute you.
Is there any question?
No, sir. No question. Manish sir raised his hand, but his mic is turned off. So I request him to please unmute your mic. I have unmute your mic from my side.
Okay. You can ask, Manish, you can also ask question from by typing in chat box.
Sir, there is question from Manish sir. After death, dead body is not given to family of corona cases.
Yeah, this example which I quote in the first slide of when I start biopolitics. So this uh, whole corona thing is a perfect example of biopolitics. The life and death is in control of state.
Yes, sir. So there is no new question.
Okay, if there is no new question, if anyone wants further research in this topic, they can write a mail to me or to the audience. We can share the detail of this concept. It is difficult because I have lot of things to share, but this technology is a barrier for me now. But if anyone wants to further work on this topic or want to write a paper, I can definitely help. If there is any other question, welcome. Then we will conclude this webinar. Otherwise, we will conclude this webinar. There is also an announcement from my side that our chamber in High Court, we are looking for interns. If anyone is interested, they can mail your CV on my mail ID. I'm sharing my mail ID. And for the slides, they can write to the audience. For the PPT of this webinar, they can write to the audience. Varun can share with the participant.
Yes, sir. I am writing it in the chat box.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I wrote in the comment section.
So Varun, can we conclude this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think we have a lot of good intentions, but this technology is now a barrier. We have a lot of things to share through videos, and I try to make it attractive to participants, but it's not possible here. But I request to all participants, if anyone, again I request, if anyone further want an explanation of this topic or anything, they can write to me on my mail ID. Okay, one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Should we end the session?
yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you everyone for participating. So we are ending this session now.